Let's get up in here. Let's get up in here, man. 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 Whoa. Let's get up in here, man. Whoa. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. So, OBS has been fucking with me, man. You know what I mean? Got some things switched around, and now I think we're good. So, off the bat, nigga, we already watched this, so we're gonna remove that. We've already watched that. We've already watched this. Yeah. The end of TikTok? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then the Haktua. Yeah. And then if we can squeeze the third one, we're definitely going to my greatest epiphany in approaching women. All right. Well, first up, Jamari. Let's go. TikTok. First up, Jamari. TikTok situation. All right. They've been talking about it off, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I've been paying attention off and on about it, that they are going to be getting rid of TikTok. You know what I mean? And they're actually going to do it. So what's the new method for clips? What's the new method? Is it still Instagram? Still, you know what I mean? Do we just ride out the TikTok until it gets banned, or what? What do we do? What's the play?
TikTok might officially be getting banned. There's been talks about this for a very long time. Now we're finally seeing the issue come to a head, and the matter is about to head into Supreme Court tomorrow. So
hold on, let me make sure on something. My fault. Are we good? Yeah. All right. Actually, no. I think I'm a little. Turn myself down a little bit. There we go. Now, okay, that's probably better. All right, let's go.
So 9 months ago, the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act was proposed to Joe Biden, who quickly signed this bill.
I just signed into law the national security package that was passed by the House of Representatives this weekend and by the Senate yesterday. It's going to make America safer.
Look, I got to say something about Biden. Bro, he looked like he aged about 30 years. Like, from when he first was president, like, to like here. Joe. Yeah, when he was vice president. Let's look at that. Like, he looked old still, okay? Like, you know what I mean? But not like this. You know what I mean? Like, he looked old, okay? But he still got the pearly white a little bit. This nigga right here.
Make the world safer, and it continues America.
Man, like, it looked like he aged like 15 years. You know what I mean? We got on. Okay, all right, man.
America's leadership in the world, and everyone knows it.
This was something that both Democrats and Republicans unanimously agreed on, that the App Store overall needed more regulation and less foreign involvement, especially from our enemies.
When it comes to media apps like TikTok, we are failing our children and we are failing our country. Why in the hell would we allow a foreign adversary like the Chinese Communist Party to control a technology platform and key source of information that reaches half of the United States population?
Okay, is it okay? My opinion is, I think we have bigger fish to fry than looking at an app, like, when it comes to America's problems. But, you know, not trying to get political or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I think there's bigger fish to fry.
Like I said, TikTok specifically has been on the chopping block for years, as it has long been feared that China is using it as not only a tool to collect data and information on Americans, but also to launch what I see as the new digital war, the war on misinformation. Because of this, TikTok has been viewed as a threat to America's national security for quite some time. They even introduced a No TikTok on Government Device Act years ago to combat this potential information theft.
TikTok had to admit that, in fact, they'd been surveilling the locations of specific U.S. reporters that had been writing unfavorable stories about the company.
So basically, the government claims that
really?
TikTok got caught with their hands in our cookie jar. I mean, when you sign up on their platform, you do give them access to what you're watching on your phone, how long you're watching it, your private messages, your geolocation, your age, your search and browsing history, and even your keystroke data, and even that kind of just scratches the surface of what they can be looking at.
Okay,
Basically,
that
it's
is
kind of
true.
like you're leaving your front door open at night, hoping no one peeks in to see what's going on. And with over 170 million Americans currently using their platform on the daily, that is a lot of information
On
they
the
can be
daily?
gathering. And in them passing that bill I mentioned earlier, they gain the ability to force TikTok to cut ties with their Chinese-based parent company ByteDance. It's either that or they can lose all access to their American consumers, and this is something that could go into place as early as January 19th. I mean, they must really feel like China is up to something, as this was classified as an emergency, and the Supreme Court agreed to settle the dispute only 2 days after it was placed on their desk. Now, obviously, some people argue that this is a violation of freedom of speech, while the government says they're concerned with China advancing their own geopolitical interest and spreading misinformation, especially during a time of crisis. And the real worry for the freedom of speech crowd is that this would essentially open the door for the government to target other free speech platforms for the content they carry. I mean, I do have to say, I've seen far more propaganda and complete and utter nonsense posted onto Twitter in the last 18 months than I've ever seen on TikTok. And on the other side of things, TikTok has already said back
Shao Chu. Shao Chu.
last April that they are going to be refusing to sell the company and that it would actually be impossible for them to do so, with their reasoning being that they do not want to sell their secret sauce that makes their algorithm so addicting. And then to make matters even more interesting, Trump is actually directly opposed to the banning of TikTok,
And you'll never ban TikTok, that's for sure.
I will never ban TikTok.
Thank you.
which is the opposite of the stance that he had back in his first term when he actually tried to get it banned.
We're looking at TikTok. We may be banning TikTok. We may be doing some other things. There are a couple of options.
But back then, Biden was actually the one to block the bill once he took office.
Like, seriously,
so
look
they
at this
straight
nigga.
up switched positions. Pause. Trump actually met with TikTok CEO recently, and he praised the platform as a whole for helping him win the last election.
How do you plan to stop the ban on TikTok next month?
We'll take a look at TikTok. You know, I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points. And there are those that say that TikTok had something to do with that.
So now he wants there to be some sort of negotiation once he does take office. I would guess that he wants to use the platform as leverage over China's head, as he has requested that the Supreme Court pause this law's implementation until he actually gets into office. So we're gonna have to see what happens tomorrow, guys. I mean, this is crazy. This news just broke around 30 minutes ago. So
Yep.
I will continue to keep you updated, but y'all make sure you subscribe. I do
Yeah, we
wanna
definitely
know
gotta
down
see a part
below,
2 on
how
this.
much are y'all using TikTok? I think I'm more of a Reels or YouTube Shorts guy myself.
Same.
But I will say I do
Same.
receive completely different content on the different short form platforms. And can we just all say a prayer one time for my guy Jamani and his gambling addiction? Because without TikTok, my guy is done. Either way, y'all know it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other platform.
Quick one. Easy, nice. Nice. All right. So. That's a long one, but we can't do that one. Pause.
Haley Welch initially seemed to be
Alright.
a genius.
All right, so this is the Hawktua girl. If you don't remember the Hawktua meme, she did a coin. She literally got a podcast. She was doing a show, I believe, on that on it, and it's just like it literally all stemmed from her saying, "Oh, you got a Hawktua and spin on that thing," and it's just like, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Which other girls pointed out, you don't Hawktua, you don't, you know what I mean? You don't do that, bro. I mean, I'll ask for it sometime, but like, nah, bro. You know?
Turning her meme into a career that made hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, it only lasted 176 days before she realized that success could also be a nightmare. It all began on this channel here, Tim and DTV. They had just 21,000 subscribers, gained from doing street interviews in Nashville, Tennessee, where they'd meet two unknown people who were out having fun, Chelsea Bradford and her friend Haley Welch. With some drinks in their system, they answered with basic questions.
How do you get over a breakup?
Only way to get over one is get under another.
Until the interviewer asked 12 words that changed the course of history.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me? Hawk to and spit on it. Spit on it.
Roughly 2 days later, on the 11th of June 2020.
That's crazy, bro. You can do just that and boom, whole life changed. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's how it be sometimes.
Before, Darius reposted the snippet to his Instagram. Again, he had just a couple thousand followers, yet this didn't stop the algorithm from making the video viral. 18 million views and almost 500,000 likes.
Damn.
It's not gonna get any bigger than this. And I go back like an hour later and the views done went up by like 1 million. I was like, oh my god, there is no way that just happened.
The clips went equally viral on TikTok, where everybody clearly loved her. She's a total vibe. Protect this woman at all costs. Hawk Tour for president. However, Haley was disappointed that this didn't translate to income.
Everybody else is making money off of it with merchandise, and he's making money off the videos. I was like, that's not fair. Like, it's me. Why am I not making any money?
It was therefore announced Hawk Tour official. We are selling authorized merchandise representing the Hawk Tour girl, so she is getting part of the proceeds. Get all of your apparel here. Haley had launched her own line of hats, selling for between $30 and $40 each. It took only 9 days before she'd announce, our infamous signed Hawk Tour hats are now sold out, with Rolling Stone therefore reporting Hawk Tour girl has already sold at least $65,000 worth of merch. Even Joe...
Bro. 9 days, $65,000.
Rogan was keen to buy
I've never made
piece.
$65,000 in my life. Actually,
like
yeah, I take that back. Like, technically, I did. But, you know, anyways.
Oh, I need to buy a shirt.
Yeah. Look at her. She's signing fucking hats.
Only in America. Only in America.
Showing Haley she was able to commercialize the meme. There was just one problem. Nobody knew who she even was. The only information given was that her name was Haley Welch, which wasn't all that useful as she had no social media.
I was sitting there, I was giggling. I was like, they're like, where is she? I'm like, right here, but you don't know it.
Finding the Hawk Tour girl became a search for millions, with people stating on Instagram, Osama bin Laden had less people looking for him. Some believe she was a preschool teacher, while others were certain she worked in a bar. However, both of these rumors were smashed when Haley addressed the public in her first podcast appearance.
Niggas really spent hours to figure this shit
I'm not a
out.
school teacher.
That was my next question, because
Or a
everyone said that
bartender.
you were a teacher and got fired from your job.
No, I'm not even old enough to be a teacher.
Haley further revealed she'd been offered some crazy money.
$600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting.
And as a result, she'd hired herself a social media crew.
You have a full management team. You have a manager now.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
a shooter. She comes in with like this big ass camera. Like she's the real deal. Already, this happened like a week ago.
Yes, ma'am.
But her capitalization began to repulse the audience. An entire management team in a week. Wild. The fact that she already has an entire management team is insane. You made a drunk joke, and the next day you have whole management behind you. This world is crazy.
Very
Then
crazy.
Help her appear at a Zach Bryan concert. While
Yeah,
she began
yeah,
to sell
I
merch on a
seen
much
that. I was
larger
like,
scale.
what?
You already have a deal with Spencer's?
That's awesome.
Like every Spencer's everywhere.
What can I go buy at Spencer's a year?
Spencer's?
Hats and shirts, yeah.
She'd become friends with Jake Paul, tried to trademark the Hawk Tour phrase, and was suddenly being followed by TMZ.
Toes. They want pictures of my toes.
They want pictures of your toes?
I don't want to sell pictures of my toes. No.
Even Eminem used the phrase to promote his new album, whilst more than one person got a Hawk Tour tattoo. She passed promote his new album, whilst more than one
Oh, come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on. We gotta be better than that. Seriously. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to say to this, man? What are you supposed to say? Tattoos. Like, really? Like, see, I didn't know about this part. But it's just like, bro, like, are you for real, man? You know what I mean? Like, Listen, man, people will do whatever to get attention, and this was definitely to get some attention, some clout.
One person got a Hawk to a tattoo. She passed 1 million Instagram followers in less than 30 days and was
Less
being
than 30
paid
days.
$30,000 just to appear at clubs. However, if you're given success,
I mean, damn. I mean, shit. No, I ain't knocking her. I ain't knocking her. I would have showed up to like 6 clubs in a night. $30K to show up at a club and just be there. Oh yeah.
success without first going through hell.
Girl got rich for being drunk one night. Yup.
You'll find that the hell creates itself later. Her Instagram comments began to change rapidly. Whilst they once read "she's a national treasure, keep this woman safe," they quickly transformed into "this has to stop. This is pathetic. Isn't this embarrassing? Disappointing ass world we live in. Making clowns famous part 1,062." Suddenly she had actual problems to deal with.
I had to convince my pawpaw not to shoot the paparazzi outside of our house every day because they've been camped out here for like 2 weeks.
Creating paranoia on a day-to-day basis.
It's really strange. I can't really go in public by myself anymore. I'm paranoid of getting kidnapped or something.
Because there was a video of you with 5 security guards. Is that because you're paranoid about that?
Yes. And I'm little too, so I mean, I can't really defend myself.
It seems Haley had realized that fame kinda sucks.
What's the worst part about being famous?
A lot of people just they don't want the famous part. They just want the money. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, think about it. A lot of celebrities, they would rather just have the money and not the famous part with it. That comes with it, with that money and being known.
Everybody looking at you when you walk into a room.
You don't like that?
No.
Does that feel unsafe a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Although she continued to take advantage of it. She launched her own fanfics, which is like a safer work OnlyFans, and charged $10 a month to an unknown amount of subscribers.
I have never heard of fanfics ever in my life. So it's a safer version of OF. All right.
She'd also launch an AI dating app named
An online dating app. Oh my.
Spooky Tools,
I never
which
knew this.
received amazing reviews such as disgusting. Haley wasn't lying when she answered,
Like, what's on the horizon, basically?
I mean, any and everything, I guess.
essentially doing anything that offered her a paycheck. This was further proven by the Talk to a
Yep,
podcast,
yes, she had a
launched as a
podcast.
vehicle to promote Jake Paul's gambling company. The podcast was so terrible even Jake Paul himself roasted it.
Why did you decide to start Talk to Her?
It's just stuff that has never been talked about in modern history. Scientific, historic, revolutionary wisdom. It's just an honor to be pushing humanity forward in that type of way.
However, the Talk to Her comments were absolutely golden. My phone was at 1% when this was posted. I unplugged my grandma's life support to charge it. This podcast truly changed my life.
This is weird.
Currently fighting on the front lines in Ukraine, and everyone has called truce to watch Ep 1 of the Talk to Her podcast. Amen. I have stayed clean from drugs for over 30 years. Thank you, Talk to Her, for making me start again. These same trolls have given it an almost perfect IMDb score, calling the podcast a genre-defining masterpiece, yet the show's quality is better summarized by its crazy amount of dislikes. Haley's reputation
Jesus.
clearly wasn't great, so when she'd host an episode with Mark Cuban, she probably
She had
should have
Mark
avoided
Cuban?
the following touchy subject.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Going back to the point of doing anything for money, it seems Haley was paid to shout out cryptocurrency.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor.
And was more than willing to make her own token.
If I want to meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah,
for
I'll give you my
community?
wallet.
Okay.
But are you sure you're going to launch? I don't know. I'm not a big fan about meme coins.
She'd take to Twitter showing her favorite meme coins, announcing a Huck to a token was also coming soon. Well, on the 4th of December 2024, 176 days after she first went viral, Haley officially launched it.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Despite calling it the Huck to a meme coin, its website reassured the audience Huck isn't just a meme coin, it's part of the culture. Haley is using her meme to unite her entire community. However, community notes instantly clarified. 96% of the Huck coin supply is in 10 connected addresses before the launch, essentially meaning just 10 people controlled the coin's price. When a user suggested the coin was likely a scam, Haley responded by stating fake news, but appreciate you trying to protect the community. However, it didn't take long before tweets started appearing. Lost 85% of an £1,100 investment. I lost 10k, bro, I got rugged.
Damn.
Just lost 286k on this. Don't trust MetaMask wallets. Haley's co-creator called these people mentally ill.
There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing. If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. It's just a bunch of miserable people trying to farm engagement and hate.
With Haley herself blaming the losses on something they couldn't control.
We got snipe botted today, but we didn't sell a single token. But I just want to say, screw the sniper bots, and I'm not going anywhere.
CoffeeZilla joined and called the project.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Questioning how much money each founder made.
Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
The creator.
Which is who?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Haley Welch, right?
This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam.
It's not
you
a
can say whatever you
scam.
want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
As the pressure mounted, Haley disappeared.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick, but anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Only brought back by a
Listen, man, I don't know, man, if you were dumb enough to like fucking invest in it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it a band, nigga. You could have just gave that money to me, man. Like, you know, I'm just saying, bro. Like with the Jack Doherty thing that I posted, man, and then I said the same thing. Like he did a meme coin with McLaren and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you should have just gave that money to me, my nigga. You should have just gave that money to me. This right here it's just dumb. But yeah, I know she was getting sued and shit, so let's continue.
Class action lawsuit launched by a dozen plaintiffs who claim to have collectively lost more than $150,000.
Damn.
To Haley's credit, she took responsibility, stating if you've experienced losses related to this, please contact Berwick Law. Furthermore, it seems she had no idea exactly what she was getting into, although it's still her fault if she put her name on it. Her Instagram hasn't helped either. The only post Haley's made since pulling the scam is a video of her taking a lavish holiday. Makes you wonder if this trip was funded by the meme coin proceeds.
Man, you know that. You know that.
Enjoy your time before getting...
You know that, man. Shoot, W video. You know that. You know she you know what I'm saying, she had to scam y'all dumbass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. But anyways, we off that, bro. We off that. We are off that, man.
Well, guys, it looks like TikTok
Hey, you gotta chill out, bro. All right. So, back to my homie Nicoletti. All right. Last stream, if you were there, you know what I mean? We watched this one right here. The audio got muted, so if you try to go, like my OBS was messing up. So if you try to go back and watch it, you know what I mean? It was not acting right. So, because I'm supposed to have it on track 2, because that's where the VODs are. And for some reason, it took that off and put it on the camera right here, so you can see me and everything, and took that off. But anyways, so he was essentially, just give a summary. He was talking about, you know what I mean, what he learned from approaching 1,000 women, and, you know, gave 5 good points. And like not taking rejection hard, you know, understanding that people are humans. So like if they're having a bad day, they're having a bad day, you know, and it doesn't have to do with you, you know, so don't take it personal. And, you know, just be, even whenever you don't feel like being social, still be social, you know what I mean? And overcome that weirdness and have those experiences. So anyways, we're going to get into the next video by Nico Letty. It is my greatest epiphany in approaching women. This was yesterday, so let's go.
Alrighty, guys. So
he looks a little different.
This is my
from
greatest epiphany in game, and this is honestly, I think this
again. So I critiqued him in the other video because it was like 7 months ago, and I was like, bro, he can literally just like get the edge up on the beard, cut the have like a drop fade, be straight, right? So he still got this right here, and his beard is scruffy. You know what I mean? If you want to grow a beard, which you don't have to, but if you want to, minoxidil, boom, boom, bam. Get some minoxidil, y'all, boom, bam. Or just continue to shave it. You know what I mean? Just like kind of shave it. You know what I mean? Like every day or every other day, just to trim it, and it'll grow. It'll grow.
This is the
that's what I did for me. So
this is gonna sound so nerdy, but the beginning of me becoming a bit more advanced with this. I do consider myself to be intermediate. If there were 3 tiers to the game, there's beginner, intermediate, advanced.
Hold on. I see something. Boom. Anyways.
I know I'm not a beginner. I don't really know if I'm advanced. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle. But the last 6 months I have been approaching more than I've ever approached. And the main difference between now and before is I do it no matter what. I do it.
Hold on. I want to make myself a little bigger. There you go. All right. I think now we're good.
No matter what. I probably feel like approaching, I would say 10 to 25% of the time that I go out. And because of that, because I do it no matter what, my results have skyrocketed. Like I'm actually, and this isn't even the epiphany, but this is actually huge. When you get to the point where you just do it no matter what, like it's just like a gym habit. Like you do it on days you feel like it, you do it on days you don't, and either way, you like even on some of the worst days, I get some of the best results just because luck. Like I just fucking run into a girl who's really cool and she's into me, and
that's what it's like. You don't look ugly, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so you got that going for you too. So, like for me, I mean, shit, I wasn't having the greatest of days and I still was pulling. You know what I mean? Because why? My looks invited them in, and then we just started talking.
This is just because of my consistency, and it's not because of me, it's just because of my consistency. I'm starting to see a lot of results. And recently I had an experience where it kind of shifted my game, and it made me, it's just after this experience, I noticed my game improved drastically. So.
And what is it, bro?
In this video, and I also have a post about this experience. I wrote down the entire field report. So if you want that version, it might be easier for you to read it, and it's like detailed. I love writing, I'm a good writer, but I wanted to make a video about it because I think this is the shift you want to make when you want to start to become advanced. So the first thing is make it a routine. Once you make approaching a routine and you do it no matter what, and you genuinely just see approaching like it's a muscle and you're just building this skill, that's the first step. Now this second step, this epiphany, is the next shift you want to make in your own game. And I don't think it's talked about enough in the community, in dating community, in the pickup community, whatever you want to call it, the Riz community. So, yeah.
The
all right,
Rizophiliacs,
let's get right into it. So,
First things first, I was sort of out of momentum, health issues, blah, blah, blah. I'm going out every day approaching, but I'm getting wrecked. It's been about a week of getting wrecked. And I was only approaching girls. I'm in a low volume area, and there's only like Russian girls here that I'm into. And I'm just walking up, I'm getting wrecked. They don't even know what I'm saying half the time. My vibe's not right. And I make a shift, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna approach anybody. And I actually like this style of game more, where I just talk to everybody. It's like, this is the only way I want to do game now. I don't like walking outside and thinking to myself, where are the hot girls? I'm gonna find the hot girls. Where are the hot girls? And this ties to the epiphany I'm gonna tell you. But where are the hot girls? And you're going out and you have to.
I have a feeling he's probably gonna talk about you shoot your shot and practice your game with anybody. Because with ugly girls, you don't mind striking out. So like it takes that nervousness away. So, yeah.
This energy of I need to get a girl. Whereas compared to when I said, you know what, no, I'm going to talk to anybody. I just need to talk to strangers and have good interactions. This got me in the mindset of how can I give value? How can I talk to people? How can I have fun? And then obviously when I see a hot girl that I think is cute and I want to talk to, I walk up and say hi. But now I'm no longer needing a hot girl to be around. I just need to have good interactions with anybody. So it's really putting me in this nice social mindset. So I go out, I do around 30 approaches per day. I talk to maybe 5 to 10 hot girls in this one session. And this session, because of the shift I made, it broke me out of my head. And on the literal second to last approach, my 29th approach, I met a beautiful, and it was like a girl who I didn't even realize was cute until like I started talking to her more. And this is actually another side tangent here. This happens a lot when you're in momentum and you're talking to like a really beautiful girl. And you've been doing so many approaches and you're taking so much action that you don't even realize how beautiful she is. Like this girl was smoking hot, 100% my type, feminine, good vibes, nice body, like nice dark skin. Oh man, like I was just like, oh my god. And anyways, but I didn't realize.
What'd you say, bro?
A lot of the times, if
I heard dark
you
skin.
if you notice,
Hold on.
God, like nice dark skin. Oh man, good vibes, nice body. Like nice dark skin. Oh man, like I was just like, oh.
Got this nigga sweat, bro. Got this nigga sweat, bro. He was like, whew, chocolate, bro. Hey, I feel you, man. Shoot, I feel you, bro. That's cool. That's cool, man. Shoot, I didn't know that about you. Nico. Come on, man. All right.
Oh my god. And anyways, but I didn't realize it. So a lot of the times, if you notice a girl and she's super hot and you put her on this pedestal and you get nervous. Well, I was in momentum. I didn't care. I actually approached her earlier in the day.
Really?
Got rejected. Well, rejected as in she was busy walking away. And it turns out she doesn't speak a lot of English. So I didn't know that at the time. And I actually reopened it. I saw her again and I was like, whatever. Who cares? Give it another shot. And it went really well. This time she was sitting down at a restaurant and I approached in front of everybody.
Okay.
Ballsy move. And
Ballsy.
This high risk, high reward. Very high. It's this approach I just did. It's either going very bad or it's either going really well. When you do an approach,
very true,
in front of everybody, it's a nerve-wracking approach. It takes a lot of balls to do it. Either she's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this guy? This guy's cool," or she's gonna be like, "What the heck? No, it's too much pressure." So
my thinking is, she probably was like, "Oh wow, he actually approached me in front of all these people," and like that shows like big interest. You know what I mean? So, what was that? What was that noise? These neighbors are going crazy.
Oh, it went well. I get her Instagram. We go on a date the next day, and okay. This is where the epiphany kicks in. And I have to mention a previous story that I had the week before. So the week before, okay, this isn't getting too messy. If this is too messy, I'm sorry. You can read the field report. It's a lot more organized. The week before.
What we got, bro?
Now, okay, remember, all right.
Come on, man. What's up?
Creating the story for you here.
All right.
Guys,
What's up?
With the beautiful 10 out of 10 Russian chick. But the week before this, I had actually just had to cut off another chick who was beautiful, but there was just no chemistry, and I felt very drained while talking to her. And she was cute, and she liked me.
A lot of like girls that are very attractive, they don't have much of a personality. They don't. And you have to basically lead the conversation the entire time. Because they're used to guys just asking them questions. That's it. And they're answering them. So it's more like an interview instead of like a back and forth thing. So, you know, so I mean, that's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing it was. I mean, from my experience, it's been that. You know what I mean? So I mean that's just how it is though. So it's not just him. It's other people too.
Me
that
to a
experience
certain
that.
extent, but I really didn't feel like we were in this connect. It wasn't a real connection, and I feel like she was kind of just trying to use me. That was the general gist of how I felt. She was just trying to use me, and I had to cut her off, which was very hard. I just cut off a girl recently, and it was hard because I'm traveling. I don't have any friends where I'm at, and you know who doesn't want to have a girl? And like she was coming over, we were watching movies, kind of like we were in a sort of situationship, and I had to cut her off, and that was hard because your biological instinct is this girl's hot, she wants to come over.
Man, keep it a band. He just want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? He just want to fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like just keep fucking. That's it. Stop. Keep it a band.
Like, yeah, it sounds simple, but the reality of it was this girl's not good for you. She's draining your energy. She's draining your finances. This isn't a long-term partner. There's something off about the vibe. Trust your gut. Cut her off. So I did exactly that.
Yep.
First time I've really done that. You know, usually I don't have the willpower to do that. In the past, I would have just been horny. I just wanted her to come over. But now I'm like, no, I can't. I got to focus. I'm sorry. I texted her, sorry. Got to focus. It's hard. Didn't feel good. Didn't feel good to do it. I felt bad for her, you know, kind of hurt her feelings, but it wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't. So after I cut off this girl, that's what really made me have this like week of like bad nights of game. Like I would go out just feeling a little depressed and just everyone was rejecting me. So I was like, fuck man, this is tough, but I don't let it get to me. I think about it logically, like this too shall pass. Just keep on doing your reps. You'll get out of it. You'll meet another girl.
Yep.
And I'm so happy I cut her off.
Keep going. Operate in abundance.
To meet one of the most amazing girls I've met in a long time. So I meet this other girl. 10 out of 10. She's beautiful. But while on the date, in my head, and here's where the epiphany comes.
Okay.
I'm not thinking, oh my God, she's so beautiful. I want to get her. How do I get her to like me? Because that's the frame most guys are coming from. Oh my God. She's so beautiful. How do I get her to like me? That is the frame 99% of guys are coming from.
Because, like, also, I don't know, he probably gonna say it, but when you're thinking like that, it's almost like you're doubting the fact that you bagged her, or that you can bag her, or bag girls on that caliber. Just saying. You know what I mean? So.
Instead, I'm on this date, and I never want to lose this frame because this is actually the healthy frame to be in. This is the realistic frame to be in, and this is the frame that's actually going to get you the highest quality women and get girls to chase you. The frame is this. Yeah, you're amazing, you're beautiful, but are you feminine and caring? Yes, you're beautiful, but do you still trust and love men? Do you have good family relationships? Yes, you're so hot, you're attractive, you have a nice body, but what does your soul look like? I know this is sounding so cheesy, but like, are you?
Nope. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's called vetting your women. This is the epiphany. Instead of him chasing after, you know what I mean, these girls, these hot girls and stuff, and you know, just trying to have a good time with them or whatever. Now he's looking deeper than the beauty aspect. He's vetting them. He's like, hey yo, how's your relationship with your family? You know, picking up on signs, picking up on how she's talking to regular people. You know what I mean? If they're out at a restaurant, how does she treat the server? You know, and does she tip, or does is she feminine? You know what I mean? Is she waiting for you to open the door? Is things of that nature, man. What does she bring to the table? Like, besides her beauty, does she have her head on her shoulders? How does she think? You know, what's her goals? Does she have ambitions? Is she, does she just want to be a stay-at-home mom? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Does she have traditional values? Does she want a traditional man? What is she looking for in a relationship? Does she want to get married? Does she want to have kids? This is his epiphany. He's got to that point where he's vetting women. And that's great. You know what I mean? This is the evolution. We literally, because we saw the video from 7 months ago. right? And in that video, he was just approaching. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. He got rejected. Approaching, operating in abundance. Okay, cool. He's getting girls. You know what I mean? He cut one off, and then he with this one, and then not only, but he took a step back and was like, she's beautiful, but what else is there to her? And I got to give it up to him.
A good person. Do I want you around me in my life? Now, in the past,
because, boom, I'm so glad you said that. You can have this 10 out of 10, but if she don't bring you peace, bro, listen, don't pull her about that shit just because she's a 10. That's her not even being feminine or anything of the sort, man. You know? So find somebody that's peaceful. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? Your girl should be your safe haven. All right? Your real one that you're with in a relationship and it's serious. She should be your safe place. You should be her safe place. Y'all should be able to communicate and talk to each other. Okay? But the only way you're going to get to this point is if you vet them first. You know what I mean? And if you see red flags, then and you're seeing things you don't like, move on. There's another woman. Same thing if it was flipped, and it's for women, when it comes to guys. If you know what I mean? How's his relationship with his family? How does he have goals? Does this nigga got a job? He got a car? You know what I mean? Does he got goals? Does he got ambitions? What's his situation looking like? Look at his friend group. Look at her friend group. If she hang around hoes, then what do you think she doing? She's definitely went on some hoe adventures. You know what I mean? Like, your friends are who you are. If you got good friends around you, they got their head on their shoulders and stuff like that, and are positive influences, then you will continue to be a positive influence yourself because, you know what I mean? So, like...
Past, and a lot of other people might hear this lesson and be like, Danny, you're gay. You're fucking gay. She's a hot girl. Who cares? I don't know. But...
Some would think that.
I can't, dude. I don't want to I don't see the point in being around a girl, even if she's beautiful, just to have a little bit of fun. Dude, who cares about fun? Who cares about a little bit of pleasure?
He's growing up.
Wow, yay. Let's say we even go all the way, we have sex. And how do you feel afterwards? Do you just want her to leave? Do you feel drained? Do you even have a real connection with this girl? Yes, you're beautiful.
Yep. Are you having casual sex, or are you vetting this girl vetting this girl so you can build this connection with somebody, and then when y'all give each other, give your body up to each other, and y'all have that real connection, it's just that much better, bro. Seriously.
Yes, you're beautiful, great. You look good. You're around me. It looks cool. But are you going to make my life hell? Are you going to make my life a nightmare? Am I going to feel good after I hang out? Am I going to feel good about myself when I'm around you? Do you see the good qualities in me? What are the good qualities in you? If I knock you up and I get you pregnant, are you going to be an awesome mom? Are you going to be loyal? Are you loyal? Do you even want a family? Like, what do you want? Mm-hmm. Do you like all these other things that are so much more important than the one, oh, she's hot, this is fun. Like, to me, that is such a childish beginner or just stupid frame to be in of like, okay, it's a hot girl. Now, the only caveat to this, I do have to play devil's advocate to everything I say because this is a nuanced point, is when you are starting off and you have zero experience, okay, it's just, when you have zero experience, it's a little bit less of this frame. It's a little bit more of like, listen, I just need some experience. I need to talk to some girls. It's hard to come from this frame. But when you start to get experience...
Okay, he is spitting. Because as soon as you get that first drop, like I said in my first stream, as soon as you get that first drop of box, man, you're gonna want that again, and you got to get, you know what I mean, and you're gonna build that appetite, and you're gonna keep wanting it, and it's gonna be hard for you to settle down after that first one, you know what I mean? So, yeah, You know, not saying get your fun out the way. I'm just saying like, don't make women your priority. There are other things to it when it comes to self improvement. It's not just, oh, I get mad bitches. Okay, but like, do you got mad money? Do you got a good job? Do you got that car you want? Do you got the house you want? Other aspects to self improvement. You know, how are you mentally? How are you spiritually? They all coincide. How are you physically? Are you hitting the gym like how you need to? Because, you know what I mean? I know some niggas, they hit up more girls than they go to the gym ever in their they go to the gym. Like they would much rather hit up a girl, talk with a girl, potentially fuck the girl, and spend so much time doing that, hours of their day doing that, instead of working on their physical, making some money, working on their mental. You know what I mean? Obtaining new knowledge, anything else that would be of value, that a high value woman would see and would be checking for, would be vetting for. They would much rather chase that box instead of improving. So,
and you know what you want, you know what kind of girls you like, you start to be a little bit more picky. And now the looks don't matter. And when the looks don't matter, girls can sense it. And it makes your interactions with everyone a lot more wholesome. So now when I talk to
which is very true.
Woman, like today I've done 13 approaches. Only like
13.
2 of them were like really hot girls, and the rest were just people. And when I talk to a girl who I'm not even attracted to, I'm better able to appreciate the other qualities a woman has. So I'm seeing women as just human beings.
Instead of objects.
They get cranky too. They have good days and bad days too. They're normal fucking human beings with their own human experience.
Yep.
And now I'm more focused on the more important qualities that a woman has. So how does this affect my game? And let me continue the story of the date really quick. So I was on the date, and she's so beautiful, man. Like, absolutely my type. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm on a date with a 10 out of 10 girl, and I'm not even 1% needy right now. Okay, maybe a little bit. Like, maybe there's always still part of you that's like,
yeah, must
does she
like
like
crazy.
me? I hope she likes me. She's hot. I hope I get this girl. Obviously, I want her. I'm chasing her to a certain degree. But also in my head, I'm like, I'm okay if she doesn't like me. I'm okay if she doesn't, like, bro.
Oh, it's
if
a
you don't like
toothpick
me,
in his hand.
I don't
like,
even
what the
want you
fuck
to be
is
around
that?
me. I want you to like me. But, like, if you don't, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to make this happen.
Hey, yo, hold on. What is that? TMG Nutricost. Hold on, what is that? Because I got Nutricost at my house right now, so that's why I'm like, what the fuck is TMG? What is TMG? Hold on, bruh. What is TMG? Trimethicline? Amino acid derivative with the form that colors water solid. It was simply called betaine because it was discovered in sugar beets. Hold on. May improve. Oh, this is beets. Hold on. Improve heart health, right? Regulates insulin. Take up to 15. Well, some include. It's found in beet. Potential benefits may lower homocysteine levels to improve heart health, athletic performance, reduce fatigue, boost protein production, increase the synthesis of creatine. Oh, wait a minute, for real? I take creatine right now. I literally take it twice a day. Hold on, man. Can improve depression. Huh. Wow, I didn't even know about this. I did not even know about this, man. Huh. I'm gonna look this up afterward. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
And I remember sitting and thinking to myself,
because I just saw it right there, and I was just looking at it. I'm like, I think
I'm
that's a
just being
neutral
me.
cost, and
I'm not
it is.
trying hard. I'm trying to make a fun date and a fun experience. I'm trying to be the leader. I'm trying to do all these good things, but I'm not trying too hard. I'm not like, I need this to work. I'm like, I want this to work, but if you end up being bad vibes or you give me some red flags, I will cut it off. Like, I won't.
Right.
I won't continue.
Good.
So, yeah, it's
having standards.
It's changed my. Honestly, after having this negative experience with this other girl where I kind of felt drained and a lot of other experiences happening at the same time, it really made me question.
It was a can event. Everybody's got to go through that.
I got to stop letting negative people, I got to stop letting toxic people in my life. I got to be more careful with who I surround myself with, and women and men and everyone in general, but women especially, because this is the thing I'm doing. I'm approaching all the time. So I really remember sitting there and asking myself, is this girl cool? Like, should I even, like, I'm not going to, here's the epiphany. The epiphany is, I refuse to have intimacy with a girl who I don't trust, love, or at least care about.
Boom, sexual discipline. That's going to come, listen, when you start vetting these girls, that's going to come with it. Because more and more you're going to be like, man, I don't even want to stick my dick in that. You know what I mean? Like, so, and sexual discipline is, for people my age or my age group, they need to learn sexual discipline, hands down. Like, hands down. You know what I mean? Like, so serious. Be disciplined when it comes to your dick, man. Please.
And I know love is a strong word.
Do not give it up.
When I say
you
that,
don't need to be community dick.
I want to only have intimacy with people who I love.
Mm-hmm.
Now, define love. That's a hard one. This is where it gets nuanced and a little difficult. But basically, I'm shifting my focus to their personality, their traits, who they are as a person, and I'm more focused on that than their looks. Now, obviously, looks are important. Can't say looks aren't important. They're always important, but they are not on the top of the list anymore. As in the before, and for most guys, they're on the top of the list, and we will, in general, ignore everything else. If they're hot, whatever. Now, I'm genuinely at a place where I don't care if they're hot. I don't care. So, how is this affecting my... Okay, let me finish the story of the date. Turns out she was cool. And with every moment that she said something that I liked, and I laughed, and I said something and she laughed, with every moment that I felt more connected to her, I was like, you know what? I like this girl. I want to be intimate with her. I choose to be intimate. It's not something that... Now, it's more of... And she can feel it too. It's like, this guy, I won him over. She won me over. Do you get that? Now, this is the huge part. She feels like she's winning. I feel like I'm winning too. I got a cool girl. But in the past, it would have been like, oh, well, this guy, if he likes me, he'll do this with any girl. She didn't really feel special. With this girl, she won me over. So, because of that, we had an amazing time. And it's just, you get a lot more out of this dating experience now. Because it's like, you're being chased. It's a whole nother feeling.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother ballgame. It's a whole nother experience. And it's way more fulfilling and fun. Right. But it takes, this is the hardest part. It does take discipline.
Falling and shit
because
upstairs.
There are going to be experiences where you really like a girl and you might want to ignore the red flags. I've done that. I did that not too long ago where I like a girl and I'm like, I know I really shouldn't be with this girl. Like, it's not worth it. But, you're kind of horny and you just want to be around that girl. And I think that is actually a net negative. Like, you're actually losing from spending time with a girl who's not really a good person, who's not really good.
I mean, you're wasting time.
For you, who doesn't really lift you up spiritually. You should feel, after hanging out with like a really amazing girl, you should feel spiritually, okay, seriously, bitch ass fly. Sorry, guys. you should feel spiritually like grounded. Like, I know this sounds so cheesy, like I'm talking like nonsense to you guys probably, but
You should not have post-nut clarity after you done fucked a bitch. That's essentially what he's trying to say. Okay, you should not be like, I could have just went to the damn gym today. You know what I mean? Or, I really wasn't into it like that. Or, I just want this bitch to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, just chill by myself. No. You know what I mean?
a girl, what I think a woman, one of her superpowers, if you're going to take her out, spend money, and spend your time with her, one of her superpowers is how she can, like, rejuvenate you in a sense, or make you feel very at ease and happy. Mm-hmm. And as men, I think we are more logical and we are trying to build and work on things, but a woman can bring this nice, present, light, fun, happy energy into your life. And if she truly cares about you, now this is the woo-woo spiritual side of everything. If she truly cares about you and loves you and trusts you and wants you, she has like a certain power to bring you a lot of energy and care about you. And I don't know, maybe I'm being too crazy, but I have had it where in relationships where I'm with a girl who genuinely cares, I've felt much more happy, spiritually at ease, just mm-hmm. good. Like, I just remember the periods of my life, and there haven't been that many, honestly, but the ones where I have
do a whole bunch of shit for her.
She cared about me. Though I spent it, like, I had a lot of period, like a good period of my life being very happy. And then when I really reflect, all the times I spent with women who weren't really good for me, I could see that being like a net negative, almost like a downfall in your own life. I don't know, man. I'm just like getting too out there. But the point is this, and this is true. This is the logical part. When you have boundaries as a man and you're not willing to just throw them away and talk to any fucking girl because you're horny, because you just put the girl on the pedestal just because of how she looks, even if she's a shitty person, when you have boundaries like that as a man, you will...
And you stick by them?
Be a lot more attractive.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go out and you're going to be talking to a girl, and she's going to feel that you're actually screening her. You're actually seeing if she's cool, and she'll feel that you're a man with boundaries, mm-hmm. which also subcommunicates you're a man with options. You're a man who knows what he wants. You're a man with a direction. You're a man with a lot of stuff going on. It just subcommunicates all of these other things and is one of the most attractive things that you can have as a man.
Yep.
And I don't know if you can necessarily fake it, but you should definitely start to make that shift in your mind of, wait a minute, is she good for me?
I don't think you can fake it. No. But yeah, you gotta have that shift. You gotta be like, all right, I know what I want, and you go for what you want, and you operate in abundance. You know what I mean? Do most guys like have options? No. Why is that? They probably need to self-improve, hit the gym, get a haircut, fucking dress better. Like, I promise you, if everybody had, like, for at least for all the niggas with no options, if they were given $500 and with that $500 they got a haircut, did something with their hair, right? Maybe shaved like facial hair or got minoxidil and started doing that. Got a good cologne and got like 2 or 3 outfits, or just use the rest of that money on outfits. So, you know what I mean? You get about 3 or 4. All right. And just find their style. You know what I mean? It would go a long fucking way for them. A long way. Long way. It really is that simple, guys. It is a process. Self-improvement is a process. Okay? This right here took 2 years. This all took 2 years. You know what I mean? And me being in the gym. It took 2, like, I'm on January 10th, which is today, right? Yeah. Yep, it's today. I think January 10th. I went back in the gym after my car wreck, and that was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? So this will be 2 years in the gym, And I went from fresh out the hospital, I was about 110 to now I'm 178. I was at 165 for a while, and it was I was at a good weight, 165 to 170. That's where I kind of balanced out. And I was really lean, man. It's kind of scrawny a little bit, but I was lean and I had muscle. Like I had striations, all types of shit. Still do, you know what I mean? But I wanted to be bigger, so I wanted to be probably about 185, 190, and so that's what I've been doing for the last 7 weeks by now, 7 weeks of just trying to gain weight. And I just got a mass gainer like last week or something like that, and I feel like I'm filling out my shirts more. Of course I'm filling them out, but like I'm filling out like larges and stuff like that, because like I'm 5'10", but I have like a lanky like build, you know what I mean? But like the whole point is it was a process, you know what I mean? But I promise, start now. If you want women, you want results, start now. It's never too late. Start now. There's no reason why you should be 30 years old and you still got your V card, man. Just saying.
Alrighty, guys, that's pretty much it. I have some notes.
Especially when there's so many people, so many girls out there that want to fuck. You know what I mean? Like, really. Seriously. Like, so many.
I covered everything. And, oh yeah, last thing I'll say is it's the art of the deal. When you're not willing to walk away, you don't have any leverage in any deal. You have to be willing to walk away.
Yep.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
See you in the next one, guys. Peace.
That goes with
procrastinating.
Well, hey, that goes with operating in abundance. Because if you know you can walk away, then you got another option, or you be like, shit, I can get another one. But yeah, man, I just want But anyways, I just wanted to do those couple of videos, you know what I mean? Because wanted to get some more content in today, and I just had more time, man. So I know it was like a quick little stream. We did like nice little 3 videos or whatever, but I had a good